Can USA Wrestling win the world title this year in men's freestyle? That is the question I'm going to try to answer in this video. Good morning. I'm here in Zagreb, Croatia. We're just a couple days out from the start of the World Championships, and I've been looking a lot at the team race and how Team USA could potentially contend for that world title. Now, if you look at John Kozak's World Championship rankings, where he ranked every wrestler competing at the World Championships, you'll see we're sitting currently, USA is sitting in third place behind Russia with 166 points and Iran with 164 points, just 2 points separating those two. And then we sit back in third place just ahead of Japan with 120 points. So the gap looks really big, 40 points, that sounds like a lot, and it is, but if you look a little closely at the rankings and who's ranked where, I think it's a little bit closer than you might realize. All three nations, Russia, Iran, and the United States, are slated to get 6 medals. And with 4 wrestlers out of the 10 to not place. So 6 medalists, 4 DNPs across the board. Same for Russia, same for Iran, same for USA. The difference is sort of obvious, right? Russia and Iran have more wrestlers slated to make the finals than America. USA has 1 guy slated to make the finals and win, that's Spencer Lee. So we have 1 gold predicted in the rankings and then 5 bronze medals, okay? Right now our bronze medalists are Jax Forrest, these are the rankings, right? There's nothing set in stone, of course. So for USA, we got gold with Spencer, 1. We got 4th ranked Jax Forrest, and then at 65 and 70, Real Woods and PJ Duke were not ranked at all, so not earning any points there. So any points that those two would happen to earn would obviously be outperforming the rankings, so that would be a good thing for USA Wrestling, obviously. 74, David Carr is slated for bronze, and then Levi Haynes is not slated to place, but he's close. He's knocking on the door. I think he's ranked 7th right now. Zahid Valencia is ranked for bronze, as is Trent Hidley. Kyle Snyder ranked outside the podium right now, which that's with the looming question about Sadulaev's availability. That's notable, right? Because if Sadulaev's not there, the way the bracket's shaking out, Kyle's going to be in great position to potentially make the finals at 97 kilograms. So that's, for USA, you're looking for opportunities to make up points, and that would be a big one. And then Wyatt Hendrickson is right now ranked for bronze with a 4th place ranking. So there's good opportunity there. What you need is Russia and Iran to come back to the field a little bit. You need their guys that are not scheduled to place to not place, or not ranked to place, not place. You need some of their finalists to have a little fall off. You need someone like Cameron Gassenpour at 86, Russia or Iran's great 86 kilogram 2-time world champ. We've not really seen him wrestle at 86 kilograms much. He's more known for what he's done up at 92. Amuzad of Iran. This is a guy who I honestly think is the favorite to win a world title at 65 kilograms. He's ranked 2nd right now behind Kyuka, the reigning Olympic champion. I think Amuzad is poised to win this bracket at 65 kilograms. He's that good. He already has a text fall victory over Real Woods, so it's gonna be tough. But I think for Team USA, there's so much possibility, right? There's so much opportunity. Someone like Jax Forrest, he's ranked 4th. I really think he can win this weight, right? You look at the #1 ranked guy, Zaur Ogoyev of Russia. Now he is an Olympic champion from 2021. Ogoyev's ranked 1. He has not placed at a World Championships or Olympics since 2021. So we're getting to be, that's kind of ancient history at this point. It's been 4 years since this guy's been on the podium. He's ranked #1. I mean, maybe you want to call Kozak's ranking into question a little bit there. I wouldn't go that far, but I'm just saying, it's been a little bit since he's still really good. A year ago, I was there when Vito Ruja really picked him apart. He beat him very, very soundly. This was not a particularly competitive match. And so that's the #1 ranked guy, a Russian. So if you want to look for a guy that could come back to the field, it's Ogoyev. And I think seeing Jax Forrest beat Vito, who was ranked #1 in the world, I think that gives you a lot of confidence that Jax can go and do the same thing. I think he can go and win. Now, this is a really good weight. Japan is super at 61 kilograms. They've got Suda. You've got a former world champion, Abakara from Albania is there. But I think Jax has the goods to go on a run here. Real Woods and PJ Duke are our big wild card variables. We don't know. There's not a lot of senior level data for either of these guys. But Real had to navigate a gauntlet just to make it to this team. He's getting better and better. Very raw talent, incredible physical ability. He's got a great gut wrench. He's got great head pinch. He's very fast, and he's a fighter, right? He's going to come in, win or lose, you're guaranteed to get the 100% best effort from Real Woods, and that's all you can ask for. And then for PJ Duke, he's someone who there's so much excitement about. He's only a high schooler, right? Just graduated high school, going to be a freshman for Penn State this year. And seeing him win a U20 world title, that's huge. And these are our guys not scheduled to earn any points. So I think it's very realistic that they would earn points. Now, can someone like David Carr, can he jump up a little bit? And, you know, because we're ahead of Iran at 74 kilograms where Carr wrestles, but we're behind Sidikov, who is, you know, one of the best ever. This is a guy who's 2-0 against Jordan Burroughs and 1-0 against Kyle Dake. And so that's a tall task for someone like David Carr. Levi Haines, I think, is one of those potential big step-up guys. The weight is top-heavy with a guy like Usmanov of Russia. He's really good. But I think Levi's, with the way the weight shakes out, I think there's a good chance he could slide up into that top 5, maybe even contending for a medal. And if he does that, he's going to be out-earning his ranking. For Zahid Valencia, it feels like he's ranked 4th. He feels like a world title contender. He's wrestled so well over the last couple of months. So for him to be able to out-earn those points, and not to mention, this is a big weight. This is a key weight in my mind, because Russia is ranked 2nd and Iran is ranked 1st at this weight class. So if Zahid's able to go, push those guys down the rankings and win a world title, that's going to bode huge for the team race. Similarly, Trent Hidley, I really think Trent's going to win a world title. You know, I haven't said that for many of the guys. I'm not saying all these guys are going to win world titles, but I'm saying I do think Trent is. I think he's the best guy here. We don't know as much about the Iranian, and he does concern me because of how little he actually wrestles, right? He doesn't do a ton of things, but where he's good, he's really good. He's hard to score on. And so that's going to be a big offensive challenge for Trent Hidley. But I think Trent, showing what he showed at the ranking series, beating #1 ranked Kurugliev, I feel great about Trent's chances at winning a world title. Kyle Snyder, we already talked about. Wyatt Hendrickson, I don't think anyone can beat this guy outside of Iran Zare. So if Wyatt, who is unseeded, can find his way into the finals, that's going to bode very well for, you know, his chances and for how he can potentially help Team USA. And of course, many people are really excited about that Zare matchup. I'm a little more nervous about it just because Zare is, where he's good, he's really good. And how you stop his underhook and his pressure, it's a huge challenge. So that's the basic rundown for Team USA. Now, there's one thing just to mention. UWW, because of the war in Ukraine with Russia, they aren't officially like scored. They're not like recognized. You can keep their team score, like, and that's what we do. We'll be like, okay, these sort of unofficial team rankings are as such. But for UWW, they're not going to recognize Russia as a team, basically the way to think about it. They compete under the UWW banner. So we're really in contention with Russia with Iran and Japan. Those are our top competitions. Now, one thing that's to also consider: a year ago, the narrative around USA Wrestling's men's freestyle performance, we didn't have any golds across the Olympics or the World Championships. First time that's happened in some years. And so there's a little bit of disappointment. And I understand USA has set a very high bar for success. And particularly the competition with Japan is what stood out, because Japan had an amazing Olympics, amazing World Championships. They had Rei Higuchi, they had Kyuka, they had Masa Ono win a world title. There's just a lot of really impressive performances from Japan. So how we do against Japan, that's a topic on a lot of people's minds, it's a topic on my mind. I really feel like we match up well against Japan. I think we're gonna have a much better showing than the Japanese Federation. So that's the state of the team race. I'm obviously here in Zagreb. I'm so excited. The Worlds get started September 13th, Saturday. You can watch every single match live on FloWrestling. Competition starts pretty early, I believe 4:30 a.m. Eastern, but then all the medal rounds are going to be during waking hours for you Americans. So yeah, that's the rundown. I'm going to go explore more Zagreb. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.